Hello my sweet friends, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to show you all the vintage stuff that I've made, because I have new subscribers, and if they haven't seen the previous videos of all the other stuff I made, at least they have an idea of the way that I create and the way different things that I use just to be creative, I guess. So let me just start with this box. This is a box of a sort of juices that comes in little packets, and my daughter, it's called, what's it called, LMNT Element Raspberry Salt. I left it inside pink and salty, stay salty raspberry salt, this part here. But yeah, this is basically what I did to the box. Covered that, but I just left this for the origin. And inside I have I made this stamped image on a napkin. You can journal in the back, and a small collage with fabric. Then I did fishtails. I call them fishtails. Paper clip it. You can open it, and that's how it looks. So all these can be added to a journal. I am not, this, I guess it's the only thing that I have not created is actually a vintage journal, but I love creating these things. This is all napkins right here. Fishtails. You can journal in the back. You can still decorate. This is not a finished project. You can do a collage on top of that. I did these pockets. I stamped them, and then I did small collages and sewed around it. So you have pocket here, pocket there, there. And this one has a small collage, and I'm placing them back in this box as I show them to you. This one, as you can see, is unfinished, so I can still do something with that one. This one has a collage on it. Let me check the other one because I feel I could still add something to that. This was also a different project where I made different pockets, and you can do tiny tags with collages. And why do I revisit this is because it gives me inspiration to do more things, or to change it up, or kick it up a notch. So that would go in here. And then this one is not finished. I still can add something to this. This is fabric. It's a sheer curtain that I decided to, I was gonna throw it out, but I kept a few pieces so I can cut, fray, and staple. So I can still do something with these. I'm gonna set it aside, and then I'll continue to show you the things I've done. Tiny envelopes. They're not decorated, so let's set it aside. This one is already decorated. This is already decorated. That one is already decorated. So a clear sticker. Those gold flakes, glue them down, add a little bit to it. And then the envelope, different styles of envelope that I started practicing The funny thing is that if you ask me how I did that envelope, I don't have a clue. I will have to go back and see it myself because my memory sucks. I'm honest, you know. Another one, fishtails. This took a while, but it was very therapeutic. Another envelope that needs decorations. But as you can see, you got 4 places to tuck. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same thing with this one. I just sewed around this and placed this vintage tag in it. A little trim. This, I think this was made in one of the lives that I did with Libby from Happy Place Crafting. I did this as well. This is just paper towel right here. Torn and stamped images, paper in the back to make it a little bit stiffer. This is not decorated, but yes, it was an envelope that I made. So that's going to be set aside. This one is not decorated. These are all envelopes with that same paper style. I don't know if I did this one also with Libby, but yeah. This is an envelope. It hasn't been glued in or anything like that, and all it needs is a little bit of decoration here in the front, and we can add it to a journal. This is a tag from the Tim Holtz packaging, if I'm not mistaken. No, it's a different packaging, it seems like. Yujian, and I keep them because they're very sturdy, so you can actually decorate, especially when this is a style that I like, and all I have to do is just redecorate this. So this is that napkin and scraps of this paper doily and more layers of paper underneath it. So this could be decorated. It's a tiny envelope. Another envelope, tuck, has not been decorated. So I'm gonna I have a basket that I recently bought at Goodwill. I'm gonna place those in there so that way I can work on that, and then I'll show you my process. This is a very simple envelope. They made out of a book page. The book was Heart Song, and yeah, that's that. I feel like I can kick it to the next level. These are not decorated. I think we did this, one of these, I can't recall which one, but I think we did it with Libby's. Yeah. So it's a place that you can tuck. Very simple. And to put inside as an insert of a book. This one has some pop of color. This, Libby gave me this, so that I made, and I just added another page so that way you can actually journal on these. More of these. To me, if I find something that I like, I do more than one. So that way, for example, I have this one. Each and every one of these have something inside. See? There. So I'm placing them here. It's kind of nice to see how an empty basket starts getting full of the goodies that you start making throughout the year. There you go. This one needs to be decorated, but these are layers of scallop circles cut in half. More of these that I can actually decorate, more pockets, different styles. These are not decorated, so I have quite a few here that haven't been decorated. This I know I can add something to it, and this I can do something with it. This is a prototype, something that I copied it from. I think it's a gift card. So yeah, now we have to just decorate it. Okay, let's see the other stuff I made. Some tags with little titles. Treasures. I love these. Love is patient and kind. Believe, find joy. Books. Choose happiness. It's so easy to complete something if you have the sticker books and then you punched out a whole bunch of little hearts. I have those in and stars in Dollar Tree containers. See, so it actually, you know, gives it a little oomph. I'm putting this into the front of my basket. Let me continue to show. Look at this one. It's much subtle. Cheesecloth fabric, textured hearts, vellum, all crumple up, because I like the texture. I don't like the bulkiness, but I love texture. That one. And then this is a mini tag. All I gotta do is punch, put a little fabric on there, and it's done. These are mini tags. Mini envelope needs a little more decoration. I started. Tiny envelope as well. You could do the tiniest envelopes just to decorate. These are masterboards cut in pieces, small pieces. See, like I said, something like this can become something like that. I'm trying to tuck it by size, keep it by size. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put the unfinished ones. Now these are hidden paper clips designs. You can journal in the back, and that's the design in the front. See? Same with this one. Same with this one. It's decorated both ways. More of these. You have to excuse my daughter. She's sneezing. More of these. Dream big, work hard, and never give up. Cherish the moments. I love dimension. Corrugated. I think they sell these maybe at Michael's. Not sure. I've seen it in Hobby Lobby. I love this one. It says life is short, make every moment count. And see, just collage. Something very simple. Blessings. So these could be used for tuck in a journal. Okay, let me show you other stuff we made. I've made this. This is kind of fun. I love that. And I made this one. I think I made, I'm not sure if I made this one and Alive with Libby, but yeah, made this one. This is a Tim Holtz doll. It doesn't come with the wings, so I die cut the wings, added it to her, and the flower. You Make Me Smile. This is another one. This one pulls out. This is like a little shaker. Out of an envelope. This is an envelope. Let's see what else. This is I think it's a master board that I cut, and then this is from a box of chocolate, and this is a tag I made, and this was from K&N Company, if I'm not mistaken. It used to be a full sheet, and I basically cut them all in small sizes, but it had different designs from that K&N Company. Yeah, that. And I'm almost done, guys. I'm almost done. Another pocket made out of envelope. So and let's see, this one very simple. Another dress forms here and there. Now if you don't like the dress form, then you do, you know, like find the shape of a dress form, cut it out, trace it on a stiffer cardstock, and then go for it, embellish it, just like I did the other one that I showed you just a few minutes ago. No, on the previous video, which was this one. So yeah, this is another one I did on the Tim Holtz tag. So yeah, paper towel, Tim Holtz dolls, some collaging on different textures, as you can see. This is with clear gesso right here. Paper towel, Tim Holtz, and then these wings that I actually did embossing, if I'm not mistaken, with some leaves, I think it was. So yeah, it's one of my favorites, and anything that has the little angels is my favorite. So and see, this is a huge dress form. You can add this to a kind of chipboard or cardstock, a stiffer cardstock, and then go from there in embellishment. So I would consider this not finished. Not finished. Not finished. Not finished. This one is finished. Very simple. I did this just If I'm working on something and I have to get up, then I'll just place it there. But I really like it so much and I barely use it, so I'm placing it with the other stuff I made. And okay, this is all not finished. As you can see, none of this is finished. Now let's see this one. Revisiting sparks creativity. This, my friends, is a box of I think it's called sopa de fideo, Lipton soup, the ones that comes in envelopes. And then yeah, I decorated it very simply, and I am placing inside of it these. Now this is with distress inks, stamps, embossing, yeah, stencils. So as you can see in my channel, I can go vintagey, but I can also go with a little bit of pop of color. I did this from a Barnes and Nobles to tuck things in it if I want it. It's made out of 3 envelopes. And I also did these to tuck, to put in a journal, a bright colorful journal. So it has color, it has a pop of color. It looks vintagey in a sort of way, but it has a pop of color, so it depends. See? So that's it, my friends. I wanted to share this because it's basically giving you an idea of the things I've made in my channel. My channel has been up for 2 years, and my crafty corner changed within the 2 years, and my likes changed within the 2 years. So I just want to put it out there. I have ADHD and OCD, and I'm struggling with health, but that doesn't stop me from being creative. And one of the things that I notice with my ADHD is that I get bored easily. So therefore, I tend to go from vintage all the way to watercolor and colors. I don't necessarily like bright colors. I like more subtle, muted colors. But yeah, so there you go. There's a little revisit of the things that I've made within vintage style in the past. So thank you for stopping by my crafty corner. I hope you liked everything you saw and you get inspired, because that's the only reason I'm around. I hope you enjoyed what you saw, get inspiration from it, and you can stop again by and say hello. And as always, my friend, stay safe and craft away. Bye.